Good afternoon and welcome back. It's Uncle Phil, and you know what time it is. It's time for Uncle Phil's weekly recap. We do this every week. We go over all the games that I played, how I did, where I went right, where I went wrong. Own it, hold accountability to that, celebrate the wins, but also don't run from our losses as well. Guys, before we get into it, please like and follow on all social media, whether it's X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Please follow me there. And if you're a serious gambler, go to UnclePhil'sLocks.com. Guys, let's get into it. Uncle Phil was right. I absolutely crushed college football. Again, I've won 4 out of the five weekends, 63% over the weekend, 63% for the year. But on the 4 weekends, I've actually won out of the 5. I'm 73%. That one weekend was terrible and brought me down a lot. But again, on the weekends that I'm winning roughly 3 out of 4 every games, which is just outstanding, and hope you guys have enjoyed that as well. Guys, where Uncle Phil was wrong. Well, gotta own NFL. NFL was just terrible this weekend. As one poster put it, it was disgraceful, and he wasn't wrong. So, to put it in perspective, I've won one weekend, I've juiced out one weekend tied, and then 2 weekends I've just been awful. So again, NFL's a long season. There's 18 weeks. I'll come out on top as always, but man, it's painful right now. This past Sunday was painful, but I'll get it right. A lot of sharps have been down already. So many underdogs have covered this year. We'll get it right. Hopefully last night was a good omen and a good start, since I won with the Falcons in the over. Good way to start the weekend off right. And let's get after it. For Uncle Phil was right. I was heavy on Alabama. And when I say heavy, I mean heavy. Most of you guys who know me or follow me for a while know I keep a journal over the past 30 years of what has worked well. And these are good tips that have served me well, and where I think I can make money and where I do make money on these. Sorry about the sun if it's been directly in your eyes. Can't tell from this. But anyway, one little tip I'll let you guys in on over my journal is that teams that are visiting teams in college football, top 15 teams that are visiting a top 5 team, rarely ever win. The home team has such a massive advantage in those cases. Just for instance, the past 5 years, LSU and Burrow beat Alabama once. Davon Tibio and Oregon beat Ohio State, and then Michigan beat Ohio State at Ohio State. So it's been very rare that it happens, but it does. But obviously the money's on your side in those type of games. Take the home team. I did, we did, and we cashed out heavy. Uncle Phil was wrong. Guys, talking about the journal, I made just an amateur mistake. I typically this time of year in NFL, I look back at NFL and I look at people's wins and losses, and I go, are these good wins? Are they bad wins? And I didn't do that with Buffalo and Baltimore. I ended up taking Buffalo on Sunday night, and they just absolutely got boat raced by Baltimore. If you came look at that game, if you would have looked back, which I should have, which I always do, which I didn't that time, so I can't say always, and Buffalo played his previous 3 opponents were combined record of 2-10. Baltimore's, even though it had a worse record at 2-1 versus Buffalo's 3-0, had played opponents that were combined record of 8-4. Which do you think was better? Pretty clear cut, right? Amateur mistake on me where I was absolutely wrong. Where Uncle Phil was right. Look, guys, I said in the preseason, if you listen to my preseason podcast, which you should have, a lot of good information in there, I said that Seattle was going to be a problem this year. Mike McDonald is just an excellent coach. Have you ever been more impressed with a loss than they were against Detroit? They had 4 of their top pass rushers out and still almost beat Detroit. They are a problem right now, and when they get healthy and when they actually get all their players and they get chemistry there, they're going to be a wrecking ball. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, try to do this every week. It's been a long week this week, but I want to obviously hold myself accountable and do it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, let's have a weekend and let's roll.